Do you show your cat you love them every day? You probably think you do. But here's what no one tells you. Most of the ways we try to show love don't actually mean anything to cats. In fact, some things you do every day, thinking you're being a great owner, might actually be pushing your cat away. These 7 habits take less than a minute each. But once you start doing them, your cat won't just trust you, they'll genuinely love you back. 1. Talk to your cat like a baby. Ever notice how your voice changes when you talk to your cat? That high, soft, silly tone you'd never use in public. Most people feel embarrassed about it. But here's the thing. Science says you should do it even more. A 2022 study from the University of Paris found that cats can tell the difference. Subscribe and like to learn more about your cat. Between their owner's voice and a stranger's, but only when the owner uses that soft, high-pitched baby voice. When owners spoke normally, cats barely reacted. But when they switched to that sweet, exaggerated tone, the cats perked up, turned their heads, and even moved closer. That means your cat isn't just hearing noise. They're recognizing you. And it only clicks when you speak to them like someone you genuinely adore. So every day, when you walk past them, feed them, or catch them staring, talk to them. The words don't matter. The tone does. Soft, warm, gentle. That voice tells your cat, "You're safe with me." 2. The 3-second look that makes your cat feel safe. Ever caught your cat staring at you, then slowly closing their eyes? Most people think they're just sleepy. They're not. That slow blink is one of the most intentional things a cat can do, and it's meant for you. Researchers at the University of Sussex tested this in 2020. They found that when owners slow blinked at their cats, the cats were much more likely to slow blink back and even approach them. No treat, no toy. Just 3 seconds of eye contact, followed by a slow blink. And your cat understands. I'm not a threat. I love you. Here's why this matters. In cat language, direct eye contact without blinking is a challenge. So every time you lock eyes and don't slow blink, you might be sending the opposite message of what you feel. Make this a habit. Whenever your cat meets your eyes, slow blink. When they blink back, that's your cat saying, "I trust you with my life." 3. Most owners bore their cats without knowing it. Ever dangle a toy in front of your cat and they just stare like you're embarrassing yourself? That's not laziness, that's boredom. And it's happening in millions of homes every day. Cats are natural hunters. Their brains are built to stalk, chase, pounce, and catch. But when you wave a toy back and forth in the same spot, you're skipping everything that makes play feel real to them. Make the toy act like prey. Drag it away from your cat, not toward them. Let it hide behind a corner. Make it freeze, then dart. Move it in unpredictable bursts. When your cat crouches low and their pupils go wide, you've activated something primal. A cat who gets a real hunt every day doesn't just stay physically healthy. They become calmer, more affectionate, and more bonded to you. You become the source of their deepest instinct being fulfilled. 5 to 10 minutes a day is all it takes. But those minutes have to feel real. 4. Just sit next to your cat and watch what happens. What if the most powerful thing you could do for your cat every day was absolutely nothing? Most owners think bonding means petting, playing, or giving treats. But when you sit nearby without demanding anything, something huge is happening. In the wild, cats only rest near other cats they fully trust. They don't cuddle to show affection the way dogs do. They share space. When you sit near your cat without reaching for them or calling their name, you're telling them, "I don't need anything from you. I just want to be here." If you do this daily, you'll notice something. At first, your cat might keep their distance, but over time, that distance shrinks. They'll move to the same room, then the same couch, then right next to you, not because you asked, but because they chose you. In the world of cats, being chosen is the highest form of love. 5. Never touch your cat without doing this first. How do you greet your cat when you walk into a room? Do you just reach down and start petting? If so, you're skipping a step your cat needs. Cats process the world through scent first. When two bonded cats greet each other, they touch noses first, a tiny exchange that says, "I know you, you're safe." When you skip that and go straight for a head scratch, it's like someone you barely know hugging you without warning. It's not painful, but it's jarring. Here's the daily habit. Every time you're about to pet your cat, extend one finger a few inches from their nose. Let them come to it. Let them sniff. When they push their face into your sauce into your hand, or rub their cheek against your finger, that's your green light. It takes 2 seconds, but those 2 seconds change everything. You become someone who asks first. And cats never forget that. 6. Stop picking up your sleeping cat. Can you honestly say you've never scooped up a sleeping cat because they looked too cute to resist? We've all done it. But what feels like love to you feels very different to your cat. Cats sleep 12 to 16 hours a day. Deep sleep is when they feel most vulnerable. They chose that spot because they felt safe enough to let their guard down. When you interrupt that, their heart rate spikes, and even if they settle in your arms a few seconds later, something registers. That spot isn't as safe as they thought. Do this enough times, and you'll notice your cat starts sleeping in harder-to-reach places, under the bed, on top of shelves. They're not being antisocial. They're protecting their sleep from the one person who keeps interrupting it. The daily habit is simple. When your cat is asleep, walk past them. 7. One spot on their body unlocks everything. When bonded cats groom each other, something called allo-grooming, they focus almost exclusively on one area, the base of the head, between and behind the ears. That's the spot a cat can never reach on their own. The only way they get groomed there is by someone they trust completely. When one cat grooms this spot, it releases oxytocin in both cats. It's a chemical bond that says, "We belong to each other." You can trigger this same response. Every day, take a few seconds to gently stroke that spot between your cat's ears with your fingertips. Slow, gentle, repetitive strokes, like another cat's tongue. Watch what happens. Your cat's eyes will close slowly. Their body softens. Their purr shifts into something deeper. That's not just comfort. That's your cat's brain releasing the same chemical it would release with a bonded family member. Subscribe and like to learn more about your cat.